Good evening, it's lovely to have your company. This is Esther, you're on my channel on Creations. I'm from the UK and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. So earlier I was experimenting with making a card and it didn't go quite to plan. So I'm coming back on to try and remake it in the hope that it's going to work out this time, and I thought I'd just come and do a live rather than recording it and editing it all, because I already spent quite a bit of time trying to do my original card. So if you just bear with me a moment, I'm going to see if I can call up on my other device. Hopefully it's not going to talk to me. Oh good, yay, this is going to work because I can see comments now. So hi there Deborah, hi Bev, and hello Janine, I think it is. Tonight we're going to be using two different stamp sets. The first one is Wildly Happy, and I'm going to be using the little cute rabbits out of there. Hi there, Christine. And also Bloom and Grow, which is a new stamp that I've got my hands on. I was attracted to this because I kept seeing more and more people using it, and I thought, oh, I like that. And I don't have many flower stamps in my collection, so it was a good excuse to get my hands on it with the matching dies. So without further ado, I'm going to turn you around. And I'm going to try and keep an eye on comments. When I've done Facebook Lives before, sometimes the comments disappear off my phone. So hopefully with my device set up in front of me, I can keep tabs. So I do need to grab out a piece of card and think about what I'm doing and what order I'm doing it. Okay, I'm just going to put my sample, wrong one that I did earlier, in front of me. Okay, I think I'm going to start where I started before, so you get an idea of how I'm going to build this up. Deborah says, oh, fun nails, thank you. I like grabbing out different colours and matching them up, and you know, same colours, a bit boring. Hi there, Janice, welcome. Oh, hi, Ellie, great to see you. So I've got Crumb Cake and Grey Granite. Now, when I use the two different colours, the idea was to get, I'm just going to pop this up because that's going to bother me having the reflection, was to have kind of two different colours, but I'm thinking I might try and stick to one colour, because I think this is partly where I went wrong before, was trying to introduce too many colours and it wasn't working out for me. So I'm going to stick with, did I say Crumb Cake? Crumb Cake. I love Crumb Cake for the bunny. Now the bunny is going to go, imagine if your card is halfway and this is just over the halfway line, as it were. Now I do know also that it's quite good to zoom in a bit more, because sometimes I forget actually it's better to have a closer up view. Now I've gone and lost, oh, this is a good start, I've gone and lost a blend already. What have I got here? I've got light Crumb Cake and I've gone and lost my dark one. It's not in the box. Oh, great start, Esther. It's not on my desk. So what we do in these situations is we carry on as normal. Okay, I've got an alcohol blend here, and this is to colour in my picture of the bunnies. Now, you are supposed to have a light and a dark colour, and you know what? I cannot find my dark. So in order to build up the darker colour where I want it, I'm going to keep colouring with the lighter. And this, the more colour you lay down, the more comes onto the card. Deborah says, I used to do them and call it a lollipop design. That's a cute name. What, on your nails, do you mean? And Janice says, I can borrow your blend. Thank you, Janice. Do you know what's going to happen? As soon as I come off here, I'll find where it's gone. So when I'm colouring in things like animals, I like to do the shading down one side of the animal. So choose a side, the left side in this case. Think about where the shading might be. And then kind of like give it a nice little tummy area, just under the chin, you know, think about where the shadows might be. So along the tops of the heads and down the sides generally. So this pen has got two nibs to it. It's got a felt tip nib, which I love using for the small, for detail, and I love using the other end for you know, general massive colouring in. I was tempted to do a pink bunny, but I love him in this colour. I think it just really suits him. Exactly, Deborah. I'm sure it'll appear out of nowhere as soon as I come off. And I did a quick tidy up before I came on, which I probably shouldn't have done, or been a bit more organised and actually made sure I have everything. But you know, that's life. So this is the next bit that went wrong. So let's do that in the hope it will go right. I wanted to create, making sure I've got the other bits next to me. I wanted to create like bunting or like a party banner along the top. And I was thinking, oh, what can I use? What stamp set have I got? And I thought, actually, it might be quite cute if I use the same stamp set. So in this stamp set, you've got this lovely vine leaf. And I'm going to just link them up across the page like this. And I hope that it will go at the angle that I want. I've just got a little bit going off the edge there. Just take it, oh, pressed a little bit too hard. Never mind. Typical. There we go. Anyway, you get the idea. In fact, I might leave it like that. So with my original one, I did have some extra leaves hanging off. What do we think? Do you want leaves or shall I leave it as it is? Because I think it's quite cute like that now. So while you're thinking and deciding, and I'll have a look at what you think, I'm going to just quickly grab some colours. So this is soft Seafoam, and this is the dark one. And I'm just going to use that thicker end just to fill in most of the leaf, so we're not here ages watching me colour in. So Deborah says to leave it. Any other opinions? I think it's gone the way I want it now that I've just added this. I will show you, remind me to show you my first draft and you'll see where I went wrong. Maybe it was, I'll give you something to compare it to. There you go. So this is what happened. I did do the leaves first, and then I decided to do a pencil mark. Then I decided to add that, and it just kind of went a bit too fat and crazy with all the extra bits on it, and I didn't like it. So Ellie says to add the leaves. So oh, I don't know what to do now. Maybe I can just add, maybe not have it dropping so far down. Let me make sure my stamp is. Look, I've got a chamois next to me. Let me use my chamois. Maybe we'll do just like a few leaves, but not have so much of the stem. I know you usually try to say keep going, but no, I love the simplicity. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to leave it and we'll see at the end if it needs it. So because I'm going to be using Petal Pink, I'm going to use Petal Pink on the little buds. So it's got two ends. It shows you here by the line and also by the picture of the pen. So really nice and easy. And often when I colour with blends, I don't spend ages and ages colouring unless it's something, wow, I rarely do spend ages and ages colouring. So I'm going to leave that be and go on to the next bit that I want to show you. I might sneeze. My nose is a bit sniffly tonight. I'm really sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. And my son has been sneezing all night, and I hope that I'm not getting whatever cold he's got. So excuse me. Okay, I've got a scrap piece of Whisper White card here, and we're going to cut this out because I've got the matching dies. So going in with the same colour. Now, before, again, I'll show you the before. When I did this, oh, let me put this light on. There you go. I hope it's not a nasty cold too. So before I stamped in a lighter colour, the grey granite, and I stamped off because I wanted to do like a no line colouring. So that, I mean, that's lovely, it is. But again, if I bring back my original, showing you all the background of what happened, it's just too light against the dark colours that I use. So I decided to go in full strength here. Now again, I think I've chucked it away because it didn't work. I tried to introduce another colour. I tried to introduce purple, Highland Heather it was called, but it wasn't working, and that's okay. You know, sometimes in card making, you know, you've really got to, the part of creating is the experimenting. You might have an idea, but it might not always come out straight away. Sometimes you've got to keep playing with it, or just working out what's wrong and how to make it right. And in my case, it was the fact that I was just trying to introduce too many colours and the colours didn't go. So sometimes it's about going back to basics and, you know, just sticking with maybe a few colours and not overdoing things, particularly in this kind of card, which is quite subtle. So I'm hoping you can see a bit of the shading on that. Now, I do tend to go in my darker colour first, then light, and then I'm actually going to go back in with the darker so that you can see a bit more shading on that. Now, again, not doing any proper colouring in, just making the centres dark and just some of the highlighting some of the petals, not spending ages at all colouring it in, because I just think it's the overall look rather than the overall look. What am I saying? I've stopped to concentrate and I forgot what I was saying. It's the overall look rather than the detail. You know, it's the fact that you can see a bit of shading, and that's fine. So going in with the dark soft Seafoam. So all these colours match the Stampin' Up inks, the Stampin' Up card, the Stampin' Up ribbon, the Stampin' Up, you name it, it matches, which is absolutely fabulous. And it just cuts down on that time trying to match things up that don't match. So Christine's got to go. All right, Christine, no worries. Oh, go and enjoy your cuppa together. Thank you for catching me. Louisa, welcome. Great to see you. Do say hi if you're coming on, and especially if you've not been on my channel before. Let me know where you're coming in from. Okay, where are we? So because of the little berry bits here, I'm thinking there might be petal buds. So I'm just using the dark Petal Pink to colour those in. Now, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment while I go and run this through the machine. So these are the matching dies. And I'll just show you the set side by side so you have an idea. Let me just, oh, no, don't do that. Okay, just a little technical thing there. Okay, so these dies, you've got ones that match the big 3 blooms, and then you've got extra little blooms in here as well, which you've got matching dies to. And also in this set, you've got these gorgeous scalloped edges, and you've got 2 of these. So if you wanted to put one at the top and the bottom of your image, you can. But for today, I'm just going to use the matching die to go with my flower. So these dies are slightly different where they fit much more snugly. So just take your time when you're matching these up. You can basically hardly see the edge of your stamping. That's what you want. And we're going to just run this through my machine. So do excuse me a moment while I just run this through the Big Shot and line it up. And I'll be back with you in about 10 seconds. So while I'm just cutting this out, you can share this out while I'm doing the live, or you can share it out afterwards if you want, if you think somebody might be interested in this, or you might have somebody in another country or in a craft group or whatever that might like to see it. Good evening from a cold, wet and windy Northampton. Welcome, Steph. Lovely to see you. I'm in Wiltshire and snap, a wet and windy here. So look at that already. Look at the difference. I'm going to bring back my original. So with the darker colours, it was working so much better. I don't think we need the leaves. I quite like this just subtle detail at the top. Now, the other really fun thing I wanted to do with these rabbits, because they're like having a little party, was I was trying to put some little party hats on them, okay, because this is going to be for my niece who's just turned 10. So I stamped these little hats. Then at the dinner table, my son was playing with this, an ice cream wrapper, which had a gold wrapping on it from a cone. And I thought, oh, actually, rather than stamped hats, I was thinking of maybe doing like Petal Pink hats, but then I thought, what about little glittery gold hats? So I'm just going to grab this, some gold paper here, and I'm going to try and cut out some little V shapes for some gold hats. It might not work, but I'm here to try it and see. So I'm just literally eyeballing it. We might need to cut them down a bit. They might look like little princess rabbits. They're like those old-fashioned kind of princesses. Like a tail of tissue paper. Now you tell me, does it look silly or does it look cute? Do they look like rabbit wizards rather than rabbits having a party? Be honest, because I don't want to like... Do they look like rabbits having a party rather than wizards? Let's have a look. Oh, I do love this. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's a good sign. Okay, good. Does it look like rabbits having a party? There you go. Look, little rabbit hats. I think for a 10-year-old, she'd appreciate it. So I think I'm getting good vibes. So I'm going to stick with the rabbits having a party. Okay, so I wanted to do just a couple more things to complete the card, and that was to stick a sentiment in. I love this one that says, "Let's celebrate you," because that's quite fun, isn't it? The others aren't quite appropriate for necessarily a 10-year-old. Let's have a look. Okay, I might have... Okay, because that writing takes up quite a lot of space, I'm going to need to find a different sentiment. So although they've got sentiments in here, I am going to grab out another stamp set. Excuse me a moment while I have a look for... This one here is great. This is called Here's a Card, and it covers a lot of things. So let's have a look. Maybe just a happy birthday might be good. Just a simple happy birthday. Let's just have a quick look, see what else we got. I made you a card because you're worth it. I'm here if you need me. Yeah, let's stick with happy birthday, I think. And I'm going to stamp it. Find a block that fits. Hi there, Sheila. Great to see you. Oh, it's a big block, but there you go. I want to keep it all very neutral in the crumb cake. So we're just using those 3 nice neutral colours. So Steph has got a suggestion. What about drawing a thin black line from the hats under the chins? Because of bunny ears, they wouldn't stay on. That's a cute idea. Hi, Jeannie. You're in the car and listening. You're at the stop sign now. Concentrate on your driving, Jeannie. Don't you worry about me. There's always replay. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp happy birthday. Oh, the card moved just as I was stamping. That will do. Okay, now the trouble I had last time when I started drawing is it went wrong. But let's just try that again. I like that idea. Let's just position that like that. Oh, look, aren't they cute with their little hats on? That's so cute. Can you guys see that? Zoom you in a little bit. Come on, phone. Look, it's just that tiny little detail. Show they've got hats on. Okay, let's bring you out. Come on, phone. Come on. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to do was to go back to our stamp set, and where's those flowers gone? Here they are. Maybe do like a little bit of kind of confetti, but not overdo it. So I'm just going to see how strong this colour comes out if I stamp it once. Okay, that's quite strong. So I'm going to, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it off once, and then I'm going to bring it back onto my card because I want a subtle background. Like it's confetti falling at the party. There we go. I put a bit more at the top as if it's falling from the top of the, you know, because it falls down, doesn't it, confetti? Just get in there. Just a subtle background for the party going on. Right, I think we need some more glitz and glam. I'm going to introduce some Wink of Stella. This is Stella, and she has a lot of glitter in her, which is fab. So don't want to go wild with this, but we're just gonna can you see that shimmer on the flowers? I'll draw it up in a minute. So we're going to give the flowers a bit of shimmer. Excuse me. And then maybe just some to our berries. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for catching me. Yes, I am live. Rarely go on a Saturday evening, but here I am. I had a card to make for my niece, which went wrong earlier, so this is me remaking it. Okay, what else was I going to do? I was going to pull out my jewels and gems, and let's see what we've got in here. I'm thinking maybe some pearls, maybe, oh, I've got some pretty sequins. What else have I got here? I've got, look, matchy sequins. I might just pop some on. Let's have a look, maybe around the sentiment area to kind of extend that a little bit. Happy birthday. Oh, cute. All right, we're getting somewhere. Wowzers, all the way from California desert. You missed the beginning. Is this for May? This is for my niece, yeah. So this was the one that I made earlier that wasn't working out, just to show you the difference. And sometimes, like I said, it's a process. So sometimes once you make it, you're like, I know what it is that needs improvement. And so from this, we've got this, and you can hopefully already see the difference. Now, I was going to add pearls, but I won't. I'll leave it like that. I do want to pop up the flowers in a moment, and I've got some matching Petal Pink card here that I'd like to mount it on, like so. It just makes it pop, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got to stick down the hats. Mustn't forget to do their little party hats. Make sure I stick them down at the right angle because they've got to look as if they're wearing them. So that wasn't bad guesstimating with the measurement of the ears to fit around them. And then we're going to do this one. So I normally do a live at the moment on a Monday and Tuesday when I can fit it in, because I'm doing a Christmas countdown. So I've done 2 already. I've done a Christmas decoration and Christmas cards, and I've got some more projects up my sleeve to show you. So do come back on Monday, where I'll be live 9 o'clock UK time for another Christmas countdown. And if you want to know when I'm doing those, I've got an event on Facebook, on my Facebook page. So just head over to Stampin' Style Creations on Facebook, and you can, I think you can invite yourself to my event so you know when those are. And I'm on Facebook every Tuesday if I can make it at 8:30, a little bit earlier, to do a live then as well. So you can also subscribe to my channel and press the bell, and that will hopefully give you a notification of when I'm going live. And yeah, there we go. So it's really taking shape now. I'm going to move this out of the way because sometimes it helps you to be able to see. And it's just a matter of lifting off the backings of these papers. Now, I could have the flowers the other way around, but the trouble with that is it covers up quite a lot of the rabbit, so I quite like the idea. Actually, that's the fun thing about these flowers, is they can go either way. Oh, don't stick just yet, I haven't quite. So just place it where you want it, and then I'm just going to bring that up to the camera so you have an idea of... Oopsie daisy, what have I pressed? Ah, go back. Magical unicorn bunnies, they're little party hats. Deborah says that those glitter hats really make a festive statement. So I want to show you if I can. Can you see that? Look at the flowers. Oh, sparkly, sparkly. So because I got sparkle on there, I'm tempted to maybe give it a whack with my Stella pen. This gives me kind of splatters of sparkle as well. And as we've got confetti in the background, I'm going to splatter it with... As it's for my niece, she deserves a bit of glitter splatter. Oh, no, you don't want to see that side of my scrap paper. So let's see if I can just show you there. So that will dry. It won't look as wet as it does at the moment. It will dry and look even more subtle. You just get a lovely hint of glitter. So I need to get this in the post and get a pressie over my niece. I hope she likes the card, and thank you so much for joining along for my live tonight. She's 10. She's 10. So tonight's colours were sponsored by Petal Pink, Crumb Cake and Soft Seafoam, a lovely soft palette for this particular card. And I agree that you can see the difference and the improvement of the one that I made earlier. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to turn the camera to say goodbye. This is me, the face behind the voice. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you can join me again next Monday at 9 o'clock on here on my channel. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cindy, afternoon, she just got in from IKEA. Oh, well, Jal, I need to go to IKEA to get some bits. Ciao, Mark. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to have your company. I'm glad you caught me live. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Take care. God bless. Bye.